kind of currency. The currency of trust and openness. And that's why we're here today. We stand in solidarity with all other websites around the world who have taken the risk to shut down or modify their online presence and activities to bring awareness to these issues and to galvanize their respective communities to fight for what is right. So let me ask you, what does democracy look like? This is what democracy looks like. What does democracy look like? This is what democracy looks like. What does democracy look like? This is what democracy looks like. What does democracy look like? This is what democracy looks like. So now, may I present to you the founder of the New York Tech Meetup, Scott Heiperman.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon. I just want to say, who loves the internet? Oh, I think you like the internet more than that. Who loves the internet? I say let's keep a free and open internet. So I like our senators up there. They're good people, but I think they're bought off by Hollywood and big media. And the internet is made of people. The internet is a network of people. Do we have any people here? Who loves people? Woo! What are we here for? Oh yeah. These guys need to know, Congress needs to know that the internet shouldn't be fucked with. So that's why you're here, and it's great that you're here. Take a deep breath of Midtown air, get some exhaust in your lungs, and be proud to be a New Yorker and proud to be a builder and maker of the internet, because we love the internet, we love people. Down with PIPA-SOPA!
What does democracy look like? This is what democracy looks like. Our next speaker, the Honorable Clay Shirky.
Thank you all for coming out. Many people have pointed out that the Stop Online Piracy Act will not do much to stop online piracy. And although the Act talks quite a bit about foreign sites, the censorship regime it enforces will be enforced on domestic publishers, which is to say people who can speak in public, which is to say you. So, given that the Act does not have the most descriptive name, I propose a new name. I propose that we start calling SOPA the First Amendment Sunset Act. Because the First Amendment, although it served the country well for the first couple hundred years, turns out to be super cumbersome. Because if you were to enforce the First Amendment, there are all these crazy things that go along with it, but no prior restraint.
I told Andrew that I wasn't going to talk about policy today. But I got to tell you one thing. A lot of people in Washington are looking at us today and they're scratching their heads. And they're thinking, why do these people care? I mean, isn't Protect IP a bill that just pits one industry against another? Why would people write their member of Congress? Why would they black out their websites? And why would they come out in New York City on a cold day to protest? I mean, why hasn't PIPA passed? Well, you know, the conventional wisdom in Washington is that PIPA is a slam dunk. You've got bipartisan support, including our senators over here. You've got the backing of an industry that has spent $95 million on lobbyists and lawyers to get it done. So why hasn't PIPA passed? Well, PIPA hasn't passed because conventional wisdom is wrong. It's no longer business as usual in Washington, and if you try to pass a bill that takes away the open architecture of the internet, you're going to have a problem. If you try to pass a bill that threatens free speech and innovation online, you're going to have a problem. And if you try to craft another bill without putting the public at the table, it's not going anywhere. More than 2 million people have written Congress to protest PIPA. And we're here today to tell 2 members of Congress that it's time that they withdrew their support for this legislation so that PIPA and PIPA-SOPA in the House should be relegated to the dustbin of history. The rule here that I think they need to understand is that in an age, democracy cannot survive in the internet age if we don't build an internet that runs on democratic principles. It's time for PIPA and SOPA to die. Now, I was here 5 years ago, we move on to a lot of others, and we were protesting Senator Schumer's support for a bill then, the Communications Act, which didn't protect net neutrality. And we had enough of us out here, and we made enough noise that by the end of that protest, one of Senator Schumer's legislative directors came down and told us that the senator was going to withdraw his support from that bill that didn't protect net neutrality. Well, it's 5 years later, and I think it's time for a repeat. Thank you.
What does democracy look like?
This is what democracy looks like! Ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go, hey hey, ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go, hey hey, ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go, hey hey, ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go, hey hey, ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go, hey hey, ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go, hey hey, ho ho! SOPA and PIPA have got to go, hey hey, united, we'll never be deleted! Users united will never be deleted. The 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 users